Hey, what's up, everyone? This A Trades Crypto here. So right now we're gonna do a quick little overview on Bitcoin. So right now the month setup is honestly can't ask for much better than this. We literally kissed all-time high. I'm not sure if I'll look right now and just missed it. So just missed all-time high, and that was an amazing run today. So you really can't complain about what we just experienced because this candle right here just confirms that the bull run is back. Honestly. Not only did we break through key resistance here, but we almost took out all the sell orders on the monthly. And once we do that, really should see some fireworks. But overall, looks pretty beautiful to me. So nothing to complain about on the monthly time frame. And then when you look at the weekly time frame is really telling as well. So the weekly time frame, just going to reiterate what I've been saying, that the bull run has started. We got a clear move right now off the river, bounced off perfectly top, continuation of this move, buy signal. So really can't complain with this move at all, even if we come down to back test maybe 67. So 67, and maybe we get no back test at all because volume looks fantastic. Overall, all my indicators look great. The weekly time frame advanced MACD can go a lot farther than this shit. So this was the all-time high. So imagine when a MACD bar goes that high. Jesus. It should really just, yeah, I can't even imagine when we get that print because I was pretty excited with what we got here. So really just starting the run from here on a weekly standpoint. And then let's look at today, the action. So today, pretty exciting day across the board, man. So daily time frame really just broke out of this. So you can see it really was trading in this channel for literally not that long, man. This little consolidation it did from October 15th drove everyone nuts. Everyone thought we were done here. Bitcoin did what Bitcoin does and continued this move up. So we can expect it probably to start trading somewhere in between here. So few days maybe, but it's okay for this move if it doesn't want to continue. But on the forward time frame, it looks like there's a little bit more juice. Daily signal gave us the buy signal yesterday, so that's how I was super confident on the live yesterday that this move was going to produce a pretty nice run. So what I'm looking for from this move now is for the river to continue up. So I'm not looking for the line. I do not want to see this retest down here, but if it does, that's fine. One more retest before sending, but I would prefer for this to just continue its move up. And I think we possibly will because I'll show you why. The forward time frame, maybe a 70K retest and keep bouncing, something similar to that. But the forward time frame doesn't look quite done yet. And, you know, it's still plenty of hour, 40 minutes essentially left in the trading day. So it'll be interesting to see what this wants to do. But at MACD, barely gave us 2-day prints. So typically with 2-day prints, you set the trend, just kind of like how I tell you guys we have 1 day and then it can flip the colors. Likewise, the trend is set. So tomorrow's not going to be a bad day. So it shouldn't really scare anyone tomorrow. If anything, we should be really excited about tomorrow because my advanced MACD flips quicker than regular MACD, and it would have alerted me today that we would have lost it and flipped like on to the downside. So the fact that we got 2 dark green prints tells me tomorrow's going to be a decent day. So I don't think we get any type of lower range retest just yet, especially not tomorrow, especially with volume looking this great. 73% whale still in here. Had nice pushes on Sunday, Monday, and then still a great push today. So if we can get back over 75% whales in here, we're absolutely going to revisit all-time high. And some. So we're just looking for got rejected just barely. But I think tomorrow's the day, guys. I think tomorrow we get to see a continuation of this move because you can see kind of even when Bitcoin isn't having this much volume, that it gives us more of once we get above 10 EMA, like this was the first candle really that went above 10 EMA. This one solidified it. We've been above it. We can trade above 10 EMA for a bit. So maybe Bitcoin's about to give us a little bit of some mind games right there. But this consolidation sideways is going to be fantastic for the altcoins. So maybe it does some consolidation in this range and then fakes out, goes up. I don't know, but I don't think we're going to get a retest immediately down. Not tomorrow, especially with my MACD. So I think it's going to be a fantastic day across the market for the Bitcoin proxies and altcoins and especially Ethereum. So daily time frame looks pretty good. So 4-hour time frame looks honestly fantastic. So really nothing to complain about besides nothing. Even the girth on this just expanded. So that's what I'm trying to say. So when the girth expands, we hit these type of moves. You can see girth expanded, hit this move. Girth is really expanded. So, I mean, there's really nothing to be scared about because the curve, we're essentially in this phase right here. And as you can see, it likes to bounce on the top of the river on the 4-hour time frame. So a nice little bounce at like 70, 71, even 72. And this move definitely looks like it wants to continue up. So I'm not scared, especially with 100% whales in this building still. So really shouldn't be scared of this even little pullback. This is a pretty bullish 4-hour candle as well. I love seeing wicks like this. If we can go a little bit higher, this will turn into a green outlined and then we're officially bullish. So it has an hour and 20 minutes and it's hanging, it's floating. There's really no sign that it wants to just die just yet. Let's look at the 1 hour. So 1 hour, this is a very nice bullish hammer right above 10 EMA. If this move was going to get lost, it would have gotten lost on this candle. Instead, this hourly candle that closes in 46 minutes is currently above the bullish line. We have buy orders here. I mean, this is bullish. We're curving back into the river, above the river. So if this can just do another breakout, we're definitely going to retest. That's why I think today is going to be the day we break all-time high tonight, today. But the 1 hour time frame is looking decent. Even the 1 hour time frame I'll use for short-term pullbacks. I would allow it even to drop right here. So even if this hour decides to get lost, I definitely see a nice little bounce at 71.7 and then a continuation into like an all-time high. But I think this guy wants to break out again from right here, especially with, the crypto close in like 2 hours. So right now is their best time to push it up on this daily candle to all-time high. And the 1 hour time frame hasn't lost really any steam. Even this 94% is still pretty decent. Let's see here. So this is where we get a reversal type of thing. I love when we get this low because my MACD will show me reversal. Low, low, low. We're either going to get a red print. Signal is red, so it should turn into essentially like a power hour from 7 to 8. So if this is the littlest it's going to be, we'll get maybe tiny, and then we'll get a nice bigger print. But overall, this looks like we are going to get some type of action for the 7 to 8 close, I would bet. So if Bitcoin can remain closing above like 70, right? Like 70, 72.2 for this hour for 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can expect some action from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time for that last hour candle and the daily close of crypto. So overall, this thing looks great. It doesn't look like it's necessarily going to cool off just yet. Maybe one more decent day and then we get some type of cool off. But for this reason, I'm bullish on Ethereum, and then we look at Bitcoin dominance just steady climbing. So Ethereum is going to shine on these days right here. So we need a few red dominance candles, which we're definitely going to get after either tomorrow or the following day. But for now, maybe we get one little cool off candle of dominance tomorrow. Bitcoin chills because dominance can chill and drop even to like 59. Even if dominance drops all the way down to it won't drop that far. So like right here. So even if dominance like decides to tank, hangs out here, hangs out here. Dominance of 59 is still going to be really bullish for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is able to maintain price action. The thing that I'll be looking at is the total 1, total 2, total 3 charts to make sure that that liquidity is going where it needs to. I don't want to see total 3 chart get in liquidity, because then that's just the meme hype. Total 3 is everything besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, so essentially the small caps and, like, memes, I consider that. But Bitcoin holding strong at 60% going into close. This is bullish. If we can get one more little push, it should send this to all-time high, especially Bitcoin dominance. Already having 2 hours, 3 hours of cooling off is more than enough for it to continue a move of into upper 60s. So we'll see if that's what it wants to do. But you can see the correlation between, let's see, 4 hour. You can see the correlation, like this is ETH going up, and then I bet you dominance was going down from the 28th to the 29th. Dominance went down on this chart. 28th, yep, to 29th, yep. So dominance goes down. This is where ETH thrives. So the ETH chart is telling me that we just got bullish. Ribbons just turned essentially green. They're trying to turn more green, but decent little move off the buy zone for ETH at 23, and buy zones are all the way down to 29.9. So overall, the 4-hour chart for ETH just got bullish, looks decent. I think we're in for a little fun run for ETH. Even if Bitcoin can break into all-time high, the thing that matters the most is not Bitcoin's price action, is we need to see dominance come down. So we'll see what it wants to do. Dominance is hanging at 60. ETH is looking decent. So even if dominance comes down a bit, ETH price action shouldn't suffer too much. So, and it'll be a quick flip of ETH running. So ETH should just hit a hard enough run off the dominance falling to where even when dominance rises again and BTC rises, this can maintain its price action. Daily chart on ETH looks decent. I mean, just creating essentially higher lows. You can see them from my bands. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And this is what Ethereum, this is what BTC did. Essentially the same pattern before blasting off. So blast off is imminent for this one. So especially with it approaching the top of the river right here. So a blast off, a close above here will send us, definitely send it. So this is the run on the daily time frame that I'm monitoring, and I want to see us break this and close above, and then this should reflect nicely. So while it's breaking out here, I'll be monitoring BTC dominance, and I want to see dominance come down to retest here. I want to see it retest there. And I would even, it would be all right for it to even come down here. So 58 is the lowest that we'll see dominance come down on the daily time frame after it's done cooling off from here, because it's almost time for the dominance chart to cool down. So it can still go a little bit farther. So that's why I say tomorrow it still can continue, because it's already overextended and the river itself's going up. So that tells me it is possible for it to continue up. Or tomorrow is a slight cool off day going into the weekend. Maybe that's when we switch and Bitcoin really tears. But I think there's possibility tonight for Bitcoin to just go ape shit on the last hour. So looking forward to watching that on the charts. But overall, dominance looks good. Crypto looks good. Ethereum looks primed. So daily chart on Ethereum. It's just been confused, flipping in and out, and just mind fucking us. Red ribbons, blue, and this is where you think we get bullish, and psych, sell order comes in, flipped us to red. Blue, here we go, everyone's hype. Wrong, but there's not any volume. So that's why I really don't think it's going to run. I need to see volume get to at least like 35, and I think we're about to see volume show up for this guy. So ribbons are very tight. So when they're this tight, hey, Cash. Hey, relax. So when ribbons are very tight like this, like when this is a short squeeze that essentially I could see from from my ribbon indicator, and it looks like it wants to. So from a daily standpoint, I really think the move to 3,000 is going to come swiftly and quickly. It probably come in 1 or 2, 3 days of trading. That's what ETH is known for. So we did get a green MACD bar. Signal line is red, so I wouldn't be surprised if ETH flips back down tomorrow and Bitcoin continues to run to all-time high. I need to see this signal line flip green on the daily time frame. So I'll be watching that. And then let's take a look at the 12-hour. 12-hour time frame I like to look at for only crypto. I don't really look at it for stocks. But it just looks like it's fighting here. Decent opportunity for the ribbons to fan out. Got let's see here. Needs to close above this 265. So we'll see if it wants to. It's almost there. So a 265 close would put us at, it's not too far off. So it's definitely possible. And then this is really what I'm interested in, honestly, from a larger standpoint. It's giving me the same pattern as the miners. So ribbons are blue, they're getting tight, short squeeze mode's about to happen, and then we do have already a bounce leading into the river. So we just need to see this weekly close above 277, and then it should just teleport to the 3,000. So it's on its way there, guys. I know people hate ETH and think it's not gonna survive this, but the ETF is real, and people are gonna rotate some money into there. You're crazy to think it's not, but it makes sense. The weekly time frame already bottomed on at this low here, and we're back inside the river, and it could have gotten rejected here, but when it comes this strong bounce, it bounced already twice off support. We should see a continuation into over here. It's going to be very quick ETH trading back at the 34. So that's why this shorter time frames, like what it does, tomorrow, the next day, it doesn't matter. Even it closing above 25 would be fine for me. But this is short squeeze mode on a weekly waiting to happen. MACD's getting smaller. Looks good. Like I said, the bottom's in. I'm pretty confident. They got thick buy orders here, keeps bouncing off of this 24 range. So anything from 24, I'm done adding. But if I didn't have ETH, I would wait to, I wouldn't even wait, because I'm telling you, it's just a matter of like a week or two, 3 weeks before this shit gets ready. I mean, it's look at the fight that it's doing on the weekly already. You can see the color constantly changing. So volume is 66%, and then trader or whale volume 66, trader volume 13, and then we have like 21% retail. I want to eviscerate that. So let's see, around this time, if you look at where we're at from last year, it's starting off with more volume this year, yeah. So we're a lot higher. So that instills a lot of confidence in me, guys. So overall, I think ETH is going to be hitting a crazy run here soon. So just needs to get a close above this, like I said, 26.5. If it can get that close this week, man, we're probably flying. Monthly chart. I like the monthly chart. The monthly chart looks good to me. So you can see we're about to, this was the first half, got the pullback, second half. Here we go, pullback, and then we're definitely gonna, on a monthly time frame, just a matter of time. It's gonna be a very fun Q4 for Q1 especially, but Q4 is where bottom is in and it starts to steady rise, and we should see a continuation into Q1. So from January to March, I think, is when we're gonna see a peak type of move for ETH. You can see that when it got the buy signal last November, it really just ran. So just like ETH, I'm waiting for this to show me the buy signal here. So a buy signal would show up if we can get into above 27.5, which isn't unrealistic for a monthly close. So we need to see it at like 27.5 to see it really curl, and at that moment we'll get the buy signal. So overall, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's still trading above the middle of the river, and it's showing me this is where it's bouncing. So a monthly close under 24 Yeah, monthly close under 24/7, not going to happen. So that's why I'm telling you anything if you haven't bought, I guess you could wait to see if he wants to give you a dip, but I wouldn't get too cute with it, honestly. So overall, looks pretty good to me. Short squeeze mode about to happen. Yeah, steady little increase here. This was the chance to continue the move down, but it's going to hit something like this for sure. So it's just a matter. This was October, this was November, this was December, January, February, March. So that's what I'm saying. So the setup is right in our faces, guys. November should be a good month. December should be a great month. January should be fantastic. February should be okay. And March should be like blow off type of top. So overall, ETH looks good to me. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to zoom out and really dial in to your conviction. Like I said, I have a bunch of ETH and it's one of my biggest alt bags. So I'll be expecting big things from it. And if it doesn't, then I just won't trade it next cycle. So I do have big expectations for ETH. But hope this quick video rundown helped. Later, gang. A Trade signing off.